Watching these games last night, we were watching, and you said, "Who do you think's going to win?" I said the Rams. You said the Vikings. We were both surprised to see the Rams handle it so easily. Uh, they really improved steadily as the season went on. That defense looks really good. How would you compare their outlook going forward to the Niners?
I'm going to lead into that by saying on their very first drive, because they had the ball first, the Rams, they didn't just play offense; they attacked.
Mhm,
They hardly ran the ball at all. They just, we're going to take you apart.
mhm,
What a wonderful, wonderful way to start a game. When have
mhm.
the Niners have been so aggressive and so confident? So here's what I think. At the start of the season, little did I know. I thought the Niners were the class of that division. All right.
Mhm.
Little did I know. And the Rams got off to a 1-4 start. So I thought they were 1-4, right, Iggy?
Mhm.
I thought Sean McVay is a BS artist. They're in a level with Seattle and with the Cardinals. Well, that team pulled itself together, and I think they might have ended at 9-3. I
Mhm.
mean, they really pulled themselves together, and they got increasingly good as the season went on. The defense got good. The
Yeah.
coaching was really good. They have an excellent quarterback who has some limitations, but he's the best quarterback in the division. And it's not even close, Icky. It's not even close. They can run the ball. They have a great wide receiver and a very good tight end. And Iggy, most important, they have a together culture. They
Yeah.
have a strict coach. They have a team that's not pulling themselves apart. So as the Rams rose, the 49ers fell.
Yeah.
One up, one down. Okay, the 49ers had injuries. Yes. These guys had injuries too. They started the season without their top two receivers. They had injuries too. Detroit, they had to redo their whole defense. Teams get injuries. I'm so tired of the 49ers injuries. The fact of the matter is, are we still here?
Oh, you're back. Sorry, you cut out for about 10 seconds. You said the fact of the matter is, and then it cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Niners went up and they went down. And I think, again, it's just my opinion, and I'm just one guy. I think going into next season, the Rams have to be the out and out favorite to win the NFC West. I don't see any team of the other three competing with them. And the Rams rebuilt themselves. In many ways, they have an old quarterback, they're a young team. The Niners are an old team that gets hurt and that's getting older. So I see not only are the Rams better, but they're better going forward.
I completely agree. I mean, forget their offense for a second. Forget Kyron Williams, who's a really good young running back, and Puka Nacua, who's a really good young wide receiver. Their defense is excellent, and it's a bunch of guys that they've drafted recently. I mean, I'm looking at their last few games. They gave up 9 points to the Vikings. They didn't play their starters against the Seahawks, but the week before that, they gave up 9 points to the Cardinals. Week before that, they gave up 9 points to the Jets. Week before that, they gave up 6 points to the Niners. So they really came together at the end of the season, and they had a defensive coordinator who's good. They promoted this Chris Shula guy who has been a assistant for them for a while. He became a defensive coordinator this year, and he's good as opposed to the Niners guy that they promoted who they fired. That's another
Right.
one.
That happened. Now,
Mhm,
I don't know if the Rams are going to they're going to play Philly, right? I don't know if they're going to beat Philly. Philly's a good squad,
mhm,
but they've already into the next round.
mhm,
They didn't get one and done.
mhm.
So I am really impressed what they did. And I live on the West Coast now. I was proud that a West Coast team did well.
Absolutely. I mean, and again, like they have, I don't know how much longer they got Stafford. He's still really good, but they have Kyron Williams. He's 24 years old, and he's one hell of a running back. Uh, McCaffrey's really good too, but he's going to be 29 next season. And Puka Nacua is better than any wide receiver the Niners have.
I'd say as far as Puka Nacua is concerned, there's no question. He's
Yeah,
better than any wide receiver the Niners have. Yes,
yeah,
I agree. So, I'm not pushing the Rams. I don't cover any team anymore, but because of you, I have an interest in the 49ers. I would like to see the 49ers do better, but I don't think they're as well managed or as well coached as the Rams. And I do want to come back to the Rams, like Detroit, seem to be a together culture. And there are too many things that we've noticed about bad behavior on the 49ers. And if we're noticing bad behavior, there's more that we don't know about. I feel reasonably sure of that.
Yeah, we don't see that stuff from the Rams.
Never. And it means something about the togetherness of a team, and what kind of a locker room they have.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a symptom of keeping the same group of players together that long. There's like 10 or 11 guys who've been on this team and gotten paid and lost Super Bowls and have a lot of resentment. Whereas the Rams have gotten rid of a lot of players. And like you said, they're on like the second iteration of their team or second or third under Sean McVay. A lot of young guys who have a lot to prove. Seems like probably a better culture than what the Niners have, where the players run everything.
Well, I don't know that. Let's say, let's refine this.
The players could allegedly run everything.
Or appear to.
Yeah.
And that was to the detriment of the team. Iggy, didn't you mention to me, we were watching the game last night, that a running back from Minnesota was one they got rid of, Sean McVay got rid of, Akers?
Yes, Cam Akers.
There was some issue. And
Uh-huh.
he's a good running back. He
Yes.
got rid of him. You don't see that with the 49ers. You don't see that happening. And it should.
No, they don't get rid of the guy until he actually quits and refuses to go in the game.
Yeah, there's that. Then at that point, they get rid of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he got rid of himself.